welcome to my March favourites. I'm going to be going through a few different products that I've been loving through March, and some of these products I've been using for a little bit longer than just the month, and some of them are brand new products that I've been sent and I've really been enjoying. So let's get started. First product that I have been loving this month has been the Sanctuary Spa White Lily and Damask Rose Body Wash. Now, I use body wash every day, whereas my husband prefers to use a bar of soap. But this particular one is a fairly feminine fragrance, as you would probably imagine with having the damask rose and lily in there. And my daughter and I absolutely adore this particular product. It has a retail of around about $15, which is actually not too bad for a more premium body wash, I believe. I do have some other body washes that I've been using that are considerably more expensive than this one. So I think that this is a really good option if you're wanting to go a little bit upmarket with your body wash but don't want to spend the $40 a bottle, which you can pay for some brands. This is very easily available as well through Priceline, and I've been loving the Sanctuary Spa Body Wash. Now, anybody that watches my videos and has read my blog will know that I'm a huge lover of Elizabeth Arden. I have grown up with the range because my mum was a representative of theirs, both in the UK, South Africa, and also for a short time in Australia. So I've grown up with the range, and I was recently introduced to the new Flawless Finish Perfectly Satin 24-Hour Foundation. Now, as you can see, it's in a beautiful bottle. It's got the red door on there, the iconic red door. And I was colour matched to Sun Beige. Now, I am not a lover of a matte foundation at all. I generally prefer to have a dewy finish because I am 46 now, and I find that matte foundations don't work particularly well on my aging skin. But this is not a flat matte at all. It's got, well, as it says in the name, it's a satin finish, but it does lean more towards the matte. However, I have been really loving using this, and there's a blog post coming up very shortly which I have written in. It's a tagged type blog post, and one of the questions is if all of your makeup, you lost all of your makeup and you had to replace it, what would be your favourite drugstore and your favourite high-end? Now, I have actually chosen this, and I'm surprised actually because I really didn't think a matte foundation would be the one that I would choose. It is, I think if I remember rightly, about $50 for the bottle, which actually is pretty well priced. I know that that's a reasonable amount of money to pay for a foundation, but I do have foundations that are $100 a bottle. But I actually prefer this, so I'm really impressed with that, and that is a new release for March, in Australia anyway. And also I was also introduced to the new matte lipsticks by Elizabeth Arden. Beautiful packaging, as you can see there. I'm actually wearing this lipstick. This one is called Rose Petal and is just the perfect matte lipstick. I obviously reapplied this before I did the video, but I put the first lipstick on at about, I think it was about 11 o'clock this morning, and it is about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I only just had to put another bit on, only because I was filming. There was actually quite a lot of the colour still left on my lips, so in a normal situation I could have easily got away without putting any more lipstick on. There are 6 colours that are available in Australia. My 2 favourites is obviously the one I'm wearing, Rose Petal, and there's another one called Raspberry, which is just the most beautiful bright raspberry pink lipstick that I'm always drawn to, that sort of colour palette, and I find that they both look really beautiful and last exceptionally well. So that was another new release. Eye cream. Now, one of the things that I have found as I've gotten older is the appearance of, obviously you tend to get sort of smile lines and frown lines and so forth. What I love about this Clarins Super Restorative Total Eye Concentrate is that you can use this also on the lid. And what I have found with regular use of this is that it has actually lifted that area of skin that's quite loose on my hooded eyes, and I have found that it is much smoother for me when I'm trying to apply my eye makeup. This is also an eye cream that my husband has quite enjoyed using as well, so I have to hide it from him because I love it so much, but it is a really beautiful eye cream. It retails here for $90, and whilst that sounds reasonably pricey, I guess it is, but you only need a very small amount, and I have seen a visible difference in the crepiness of my eyelids particularly, and also that I have better hydration around the outside of my eyes as well. So I really love this Clarins eye cream. Also skincare, I am a member of Beauty Heaven, and I was sent this Lancome Renegade Multi-Lift Day Cream. Now there are 3 different types in this particular range. The thing that I find difficult about this, nowhere actually on the jar does it state which one it is. It's only by looking at the box I know that this one is the light version. Now I'm pretty sure that this has either been re-released or is a new release. I've been using it for the month of March. It is a really beautiful thick cream that I've been applying at night. They have a recommended technique for actually massaging this into the face, and it's obviously to work on lifting the face as you apply the moisturizer. I find that my skin looks really very with the massage technique, you find that it looks more plump, and although it is a reasonably it's quite a strong fragrance, I find that once I apply it, that fragrance does die down. After a minute or so you can't smell it at all. I've had no issues with any sort of problems with breakouts because it's too rich or anything like that, and I find that it works with every type of foundation I have worn it with. I'm very fussy with how my moisturizer works with my foundation, and this has worked really well, no issues whatsoever, and I will be continuing to use this until it is finished because I do really like it. Now, the nail polish that I'm wearing today, it's an OPI. It's a new one called Go With The Lava Flow. It is a beautiful orange with sort of a shimmer through it, but it almost borders on the red. And I have only put 1 coat on, and I have completely covered my nails. I would, in a normal situation, put 2 coats on, but even just with the 1 swipe, it has applied beautifully. I love OPI nail polishes. I think that they are exceptional. Love the names, but this one I've been loving this month. Now earlier, I think it was probably in February, I was sent a mystery mascara. Now, as you can see, there's no name or anything on there. I have done a full review on this mystery mascara. I have since found out what it is, and I will link the review in the description bar, but I have been really loving this mascara. Now, initially when I started to use it, I found that it was a little bit clumpy. I have basically found that this mascara works much better as a little bit more air gets into the tube. It's not clumpy anymore. It applies really beautifully. And the mascara is the Benefit Roller Lash. And I think the other thing that I was not doing, as you can see, it's got a curved wand. Now, my instinct, not knowing what this mascara was or how to apply it, I thought that I would apply it with the curve against my eyelashes and go up that way. What I have found is if I turn it that way and apply it that way, certainly for the first few coats, I get much better separation and much better length. I find that the curl lasts exceptionally well, and I am looking forward to getting the full size of this because it really is an exceptional mascara. You'll know that I love the Benefit They're Real mascara, and this one is better. certainly for my lashes anyway. And yeah, really loved the whole mystery side of things, so I'll link that in the description box. I was sent earlier, it must have been February, I think it was, I was sent one of the beautiful new YSL oil lip glosses. Now this one here is one of their, it's the clear one. Now it's got a very interesting tip to it. Let's see if you can see. I really like how this feels on the lips. It doesn't last particularly well, so I would put it on top of this particular lipstick and it would give it more of a sort of a glossy sort of finish. But I love the feel of it. I think it really is lovely. I'm just trying to see what this one is. I'll have to put that in the description and in the blog post because I can't actually read what that says. But this is this is really basically a clear lip gloss, and I find that when it's actually put onto a bare lip though, it does have a little something, because it does actually make my lips a little more rosy than their natural state. But who's not happy pulling that out of their handbag? It really is gorgeous. Last but not least is the 1000 Hour eyelash and brow dye kit. Now I bought this because I am in the process of trying to be really good and not spend money on unnecessary things. We are going overseas later in the year, and I'm trying to be really good and not buy any beauty products. But I find that my eyebrows, I can pretty much, tweezer them myself in between visits to the beautician. But one thing that makes a huge difference to my face is when my brows have been dyed. So I decided to buy this eyelash and brow dye kit to see how I went. It is super easy to do, and I was really impressed with the results. I did this just prior to me going into hospital recently because you don't wear makeup, and I really hate the fact that now that I'm getting older, I find a few grey hairs through my eyebrows, and by actually dyeing my eyebrows, it means that I don't have to worry if I haven't got time or the inclination, or I'm not well enough to be able to put my eyebrows on. This works really well. I'm not 100% sure how many applications I'm going to get out of this box, although it does say that I will get 12 applications, but I think that's also if you were going to do your eyelashes as well. I am not going to attempt eyelashes. I think that that's too hard for me to do on my own, but certainly brows is really easy to do. And yeah, really impressed. So if you're wanting to save some money and you like to have your brows dyed, give it a go. I think this was around about the $19 mark, so it's not expensive. I think when I go and have my brows shaped and also dyed, I think I pay about $20 for the dyeing part of the process. So, if I'm going to get 12 applications or more out of this, it's quite phenomenal. So really easy to do, and I'm going to probably do another one. I'll certainly be doing another application of this in the next week or so, and I'll also be putting up a full blog post showing you photos of before and after, which are not pretty, but it'll give you an idea of how the process is. So there are a few things that I have been loving in March. I hope that you have found some products there that have piqued your interest, and I look forward to bringing some more information for you of what's coming out in April and what I've been loving in April really soon. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.